My name is Zyvoloski, and I've met an amazing man. He's a 100-year-old World War II vet, and he shares his luck. Some people are plain lucky, like Bob Nicol, and St. Cloud, Minnesota residents, and all other United States citizens. Nicol, a 100-year-old retired service agent and Sertoman, embodies service to mankind. The World War II veteran lived his life, quote, with an angel over his back during the war, end quote. And he parlayed his leadership, dedication, and skills to serve when he returned from war to the States and made St. Cloud his home. He's a lucky survivor. Nicol's past contributes to his present. He was born on a farm. He inherited good genes. He said he was surrounded by caring women during his life. He married the love of his life, Marguerite, whom he met dancing. She was just like a feather in your arm. I'll never forget, he said with a glint in his eye and a little tear. They married. Lucky. Nicol was called to war after Pearl Harbor was bombed December 7, 1941. Marguerite was 6 months pregnant when he departed. She wrote to him every day. His World War II tour sent him to the Fort Benning Infantry School in Columbus, Georgia. At the first school, 40 servicemen were sent straight to the South Pacific to train. Nicol was not sent. Lucky. He later attended one anti-aircraft and one infantry school. Nicol served in England, France, and Germany, where he was a commanding officer for 168 men and an anti-aircraft artillery battery. He narrowly missed being sent to Normandy on D-Day in June 1944, where there were 85% casualties. Lucky again. Nicol earned 4 battle stars for combat in the battles of Britain, Normandy, northern France, and the conquest of Germany. While overseas, he also had a chance to meet General George S. Patton Jr., General Omar Bradley, Field Marshal Bernard Law Montgomery, and Lieutenant General Walter Bedell Smith. When he returned from abroad, Nicol rounded out his 25 years of military experience and service to mankind. He entered the insurance business. Nicol moved to a lucky community. He's grateful for his luck and passed that on to start the Sertoma Club in St. Cloud. 56 years ago, a friend of a business associate knocked on his door and asked him to consider starting a Sertoma Club in St. Cloud. Nicol said yes. Lucky St. Cloud. People taking business out of this town ought to be putting it back in, he said. He gathered his colleagues. 6 businessmen recruited 75 members to charter their first Sertoma Club, September 1st, 1959, about just 3 months later. It began as a breakfast club, and Nicol became president. The first meeting faced 17 below temps and 1.5 feet of snow. That's why the ensuing meeting time was changed to noon. Club locations, formats, and meetings varied over the years, but still 56 years later, Nicol attends. Early Sertoma fundraisers injected vitality into St. Cloud and the surrounding area for the United Way, and for camp scholarships for children who were deaf and hard of hearing, hearing aid assistance, and telecommunications devices for the deaf. Nicol is renowned for his healthy fruitcake sales and a past annual Sertoma fundraiser. He was a traveling salesman. I knew who to sell to and who would buy, he said. Business friends bought fruitcake cases for employee coffee breaks, nursing homes, and a local monastery. A Little Falls woman even drove to St. Cloud to buy fruitcake every year from Nicol's. Altogether, Nicol sold about 13 cases every year for about 10 years. The La Sertoma Club started in 1959 for ladies. Now, following Nicol's legacy, Sertoma infuses funds and fun into central Minnesota to give back to the community. The St. Cloud Sertoma Club and 2 other clubs pooled $15,000 to $20,000 to fund special hearing equipment at the St. Cloud Hospital. It tests all infants' hearing at birth. Lucky Central Minnesota. Sertoma also pumps about $12,000 into the community through an annual golf tournament for Project for People of Paraguay. Nicol's got connections for that. A true fixture on the St. Cloud Country Club course, he was named, quote-unquote, Member Emeritus for his countless club contributions, monetary and otherwise. Nobody knows just how many rounds that he's golfed there, but the 100-year-old still plays 2 to 3 9-hole games each week. He has been a board of directors member, St. Cloud Country Club Greens chairman, PA system roadie, high school golf tournament volunteer, and much more. Besides raising money through the golf tournament, Sertoma channels $13,000 into yearly Camp Sertoma scholarships for 6 deaf and hard of hearing children. Also, Freedom Week essay contests to celebrate the benefits of American citizenship, Adopt a Highway efforts, the Miracle League program, and Salvation Army bell ringing. The club has also raised money for orphanages in Haiti, Uganda, and Rwanda. St. Cloud Mayor Dave Kleiss declared June 23, 2015, Bob Nicol Day in the city of St. Cloud to recognize a, quote, Lifetime Achievement Award of Community Service, end quote, in St. Cloud. Sertoma peers are grateful for passion and integrity that Nicol generates in central Minnesota, perhaps as payback for his lucky roots or the luck that he received during World War II. I'm very, very lucky, he said. So is the community he serves wholeheartedly.